Hello, friends. Today I'm going to narrate my experience to our trip to Kurg, which is located in South India. It is also known as the Scotland of India. Kurg, officially known as Kodagu, located in magnificent mountains in Karnataka with a cloudy landscape, is the most prosperous hill station and the heavenly place for all nature lovers. This prevalent spice and coffee producing hill station is not only popular for its beautiful green hills and the streams but also a popular destination because of its culture and people. A local clan specializing in martial arts known as the Kodavas are exclusively distinguished for their keen hospitality. Madikeri is the region's center point with all transportation for getting around starting from here. A visit to Kurg is incomplete without the memorable experience of the beautiful concept of homestay. The homestay concept in Kurg is mostly preferred by the tourists due to the grand hospitality of the local people. They satisfy the requirements of the tourists who desire for homely environment and affinity in the relationship. The tourists with small kids can rely on homestay, especially for food as per their requirements. There is natural landscape surrounding the bungalows like coffee and spices plantations, cultivation of mangoes and various vegetables used by them in daily meals served to the tourists. They use homemade aromatic spices, enhancing the deliciousness of the food items. The tourists may not be given such splendid welcome and homely environment in the hotel stay. The vegetarian menu was really flavorsome with varieties of local dishes. The non-vegetarian lovers can definitely rely on Kurgi delicacies. The food is not only prepared but also served wholeheartedly by them. The cottages were airy, spacious, and attractively furnished with teak wood furniture, finely carved in vintage style. They had some rooms attached to the bungalow, while there were many rooms dispersed in the premises of the bungalow. We stayed there for 3 nights. Oh, what an experience to get up early in the morning after a good refreshing sleep during night. We would love to go for early morning walk in the pleasant sunlight. The cool breeze had a tickling sense, invigorating our body and soul. After a refreshing morning walk, we used to relish the home-grown, rich, stimulating aromatic coffee and tasty breakfast of South Indian delicacies. It was as if पेट भरा मगर दिल नहीं भरा. Then rose the next day when we decided to go to Dubare, which is 40 kilometers away from Madikeri. It is the elephant orphanage spread across vast areas. There was an arrangement of a ferry boat to cross the river to take the tourists to the spot where we can actually see the elephants. What an amazing experience it was. We were thrilled to sit in the boat and enjoy the cool breeze flowing through the river. Then we reached the spot where the wild elephants, which intrude human habitats and cause devastation in the farms, are trapped and brought to this orphanage. They are trained and tamed by already trained elephants. The wild elephants are trapped in the huge cage made of bamboo. We found numerous elephants in this orphanage. The oldest elephant was 50 years old. We had an exciting elephant ride with 8 to 10 people sitting on the elephant's back. What a thrilling experience it was. We can feed the elephants with the fodder, which initially brought goosebumps on my skin, but later I did not feel afraid as they were harmless. We were astonished by the way the caretakers caressed the elephants as if they were their own children. This spectacle refreshed our belief on the notion of the compassionate link between human beings and animals. The next day, we planned to go to Raja's seat of the king, which is called and which is a seasonal garden of flowers and artificial fountains with reviving greenery. Chain of high and low rise mountains was visible from there. It is one of the most important tourist spots in Madikeri of Coorg district. The kings of Kodagu used to watch the setting sun and spend time with their queens here, as it was a place of leisure and relaxation. It is shaped like a small square in brick and mortar with four pillars bridged by arches, enhanced by beautiful surroundings. It is built on a high level ground with an impressive view of the cliffs and valleys to the west. There is also a toy train for children and adults. The track of the train passes through the dense trees with countless species of birds to be watched. The train also passed through the tunnel, which was really an electrifying experience for children and adults. Our owner recommended that our visit to Coorg will be fruitful if we visit Talakaveri, which is the source of the river Kaveri, located by Brahmagiri Hill near Bhagamandal in Kodagu district, Karnataka, bordering Kasaragod district of Kerala. It stands at a height of 1276 meters above the sea level. A tank or kundike has been erected on a hillside by Kodavas, at the place that is said to be the origin of Kaveri river. It is also marked by a small temple and the area is frequented by pilgrims. It is mainly the worship place of Kodavas. The river originates as a spring feeding this tank, which is considered to be a holy place to bathe on special days. The water flows underground to emerge as the Kaveri river some distance away. In 2007, the temple has been renovated by the state government. There are some rules to take the darshan of the deities. The male tourists had to wear a white dhoti and the female tourists a sari or chudidar with a pallu overhead. The tourists are not allowed to enter the sanctum of temple wearing pants, jeans and top and leather belt. The temple was kept very clean with no tinge of dirt seen anywhere. The priests are very particular to maintain the sanctity of the place by prohibiting the devotees to loiter aimlessly here and there. There were belts of carpet leading the way to sanctum to protect the feet of tourists from the parching heat of the sun. The holy water, that is tirtha, was really cool and soothing in the sunny afternoon. There was a Brahmagiri hill situated right beside the temple. There are series of approximately 300 steps leading to the top of the hill. From there, one can have a 360-degree view of the surrounding hills. We can see the green scenic view of the state of Kerala from the hilltop. Then it was the last day of our trip when we visited the Golden Temple or Namdro-Ling Monastery. It is one of the most popular tourist places in Coorg. It is a beautiful Buddhist monastery situated in Bailakup at a distance of 34 kilometers from Madikeri. Bailakup is the second largest Tibetan settlement in India after Dharamshala. It was established in 1961 and is close to Bangalore-Coorg route. The main tourist attraction here is the magnificent Namdro-Ling Monastery, established in 1963. This is the largest teaching center of Nyingmapa, a lineage of Tibetan Buddhism in the world, and is home to a Sangha community of over 5,000 monks and nuns. The Golden Temple complex is huge and it houses 40 feet high gilded images of Guru Padmasambhava, also known as Guru Rinpoche, Buddha, Sakyamuni and Amitayus. The temple tower is highly lavish. The outer walls adjoining the doorway are decorated with huge colorful murals. The doors, red in color, have huge gold knockers and a thick plated rope with tassels hanging from it. The walls are embellished with colorful paintings depicting gods and demons from Tibetan Buddhist mythology. The monastery attracts large number of young Tibetans seeking enlightenment and learning. It also attracts abundant tourists from all over India and overseas. What an exciting sight to watch hundreds of Buddhist monks doing religious rituals and offering prayers loudly, and that too in a disciplined manner. It is a serene and grand sight enclosed by its landscaped gardens. The timings of the monastery is from 9 to 6 pm, 9 am to 6 pm, and the prayer is at 1 pm. So it is really a wonderful experience to watch the prayer. One should not miss it. We enjoyed this Coorg trip and we were destined to return to our hometown. So friends, we had mixed feelings because it was a rejuvenating or refreshing excursion for us. At the same time, we were hesitant to part with the captivating Coorg, which taught us to appreciate the beautiful aspects in our life, to be one with the nature, to become keen observant of nature, and the realization of the meaningful existence of animals in the lives of human beings. Thus, with this treasury, we returned home. So, let me know about your comments about how the description was. Thank you.